Alright, let's see if we can abuse the Druid Titan, Eonar the Lifebinder. Haven't played against a priest yet this expansion. Let's try to find some ramp. If this is just straight up control priest, which I don't really know what else it would be, it might be pretty tough. I guess it can be an automaton deck, which I think I probably do fairly well into.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Well, theoretically, I can coin Eclipse Wild Growth next turn. Only one Eclipse, I think. And hopefully Planted Evidence can give us a turn 4 play. Seems pretty likely that it would be able to. They got this 4-3. What does this say? Starting hand? So it should either be this random card, or a Mind Eater, or a Psychic Conjure. That's all pretty unimpressive, I would say. Yikes. I guess we just natural causes here. Can play Astalor with Nourish next turn. I think I am going to Nourish for mana, but we are really praying for Aquatic Form to find something playable doing that. Although I guess I can just play 5 mana Astalor as a follow-up to Nourish, so I have a little bit of time. I guess I forge this. Most likely outcome is Drum Circle, which I would be quite happy to play next turn. It's a bit early in the game for the opponent to be dealing with Drum Circle. But, maybe a Clean the Scene could do it. Nourish instead of Drum Circle. I think that's fine, though.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
So I have Eclipse Drum Circle, but... I mean, I can do that. I'm pretty sure I get to choose one both times. So I can just go ahead and get 4 6s. But we are going into the Whirlpool turn. Although I don't know that they necessarily want to be whirlpooling all these minions, so maybe that's fine. It's gotta be Flower Child, right? Let's hope this works the way I think it does. It did not work the way I thought it did. Let's go ahead and squelch the opponent. I was so certain I got to choose one the second time. They're kind of popping off over there. Just getting my ass beat by Dragon Priest. I can play this for 8 armor. But the opponent's showing more than that. Good ol' Innervate. Alright, I just got beat up this game. I don't really know how that happened. I mean, my opponent's curve was actually insane. And I was Druid.
Elise versus the Lich King.
Perhaps a Plague Death Knight.
Will serve me in death.
Class is in session.
Do I keep Disciple of Eonar when I have ramp cards? Probably not, but I think it's pretty reasonable. Got ourselves a Blood DK. Probably. It could not be blood, I guess. But Renathal does tend to mean blood. I did learn last game that if you Solar Eclipse Drum Circle, you don't necessarily get to... You don't necessarily get the buff the second time. You don't get to pick. So I will probably avoid doing that this game. I might draw with this Nourish, since I have Widowbloom Seedsman. Could also Seedsman up to 7, and then Eclipse Nourish, and just pray that the second one hits draw. That's probably not really worth it, though.
I have but little time. The citadel stands strong.
Alright, that was a tough turn 3, apparently. Looks like it might be a pretty easy turn 5 for me, though. Is Summer Flower Child that easy? Maybe I ramp up to 8. But then it's kind of hard to play to Finale Flower Child, at least. Whatever. I probably Flower Child. Give me a 6-mana Topior. You'll love to see it. I do have to keep in mind that if I play a 9-mana Eonar and refresh, she won't necessarily give me 10 mana crystals, unless I'm on turn 10. If I play her on 9, I only get refresh 9. Big ol' forge from the opponent. Wait, does this show me that it's a Death Knight card that was forged, or is this what all forge cards look like? Kind of looks more Shaman than Death Knight. But I don't know. Does Death Knight even have a forge card? There's the results of the forge. Death Knight has Eulogizer. 3 mana 3/3 battle cry. Spend 3 corpses to deal 3 damage. Forge, gain the corpses instead. I guess maybe they would be playing that. Speaking of forge. Maybe I was supposed to Lunar Eclipse that before playing Nourish. Alright, we picked up Freya. So I can Eonar Freya next turn. Freya gets both effects, but the hand she copies is kind of garbage. Drum Circle's nice, but the other stuff sucks. Although I guess 50% of the time Solar Eclipse Drum Circle is a combo. Well, I'm definitely not Titan comboing here.
All it takes is love, care, and
Another Embrace. This only has 2 targets left. Would have definitely preferred hitting that rather than the Nourish with the double. But still, 3 mana draw 3 is a pretty solid card. Although I don't really need to draw 3 when I have Freya. I guess Freya hitting 2 drum circles is nice though, maybe. That doesn't seem like the right target. Oh, these are getting blood boiled. Maybe it was fine. Am I just tightening? I guess I can start with Planted Evidence before tightening. Does Unending Swarm do anything? Surely these whelps are 3 mana, right? Yeah. Don't really need more card draw. These all kind of suck, to be honest. I guess Plot of Sin can be board for Drum Circle or just board in general.
The sands of time run low.
What an awful turn from me. I just started roping, and then it looked real bad. So I did pick up Disciple of Eonar. I guess...
the more you
There's no way Freya copies the Eonar buff if it's like on Drum Circle. That's just not how it works. So I might want to copy the Disciple.
Mistakes.
Another planted evidence. Convoke is an always fun card. Funnel Cake, maybe decent. Probably just a Lunar Eclipse, though. Cultivation, nice. Oh,
Sands of time run low.
buff the one that can go face? No? Okay, stop drawing cards, though. I almost couldn't dump the aquatic form. I hit 2 0-mana cards. Well, I haven't even seen a Soul Stealer yet, so I'm starting to get a bit concerned. But I did pick up an Astalor to copy with Freya.
The runes decide your fate.
Primus probably just kills this. I don't know, this Primus doesn't seem that insane. They do go for Runes of Blood. Make a fucking 17 health Primus. I think this thing is just too hard to kill. I do have another Disciple in deck.
Curious.
I definitely want to copy Astalor. Maybe the other two copies are just double Disciple, double Drum Circle. That's kind of slow though, because I can't Disciple and Drum Circle in the same turn. So like, even though it's a lot of value, it's only an every other turn kind of thing. Maybe peak value is just the way to go though.
The sands of time run low.
Our gift of frost shields us.
I guess I'm actually just going to overdraw Flower Child. I could have dumped Solar Eclipse here, but I know that I'm drawing Flower Child and it's just not useful. So I'll just get rid of it. Also, I have been tunnel visioned on Eonar refreshing mana crystals. And then Renoing. I guess she doesn't really need to Reno. Maybe it's Eonar copy. Maybe I'm double refreshing. And then just playing an Astalor. Or I guess I could double refresh. And then just play one of the Disciples, maybe? Or maybe they're dead to Astalor next turn, and I don't have to play any of my flashy new cards. That's a lot of healing.
I have but little time. Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Mario 4-5. Harmonic Presence. Man, they're just healing. Opponent's at 56 for some reason. Two 5-5s. I guess I just want to burn this.
My cards are low.
I don't really love that it draws, well, a card. I don't love that it draws a card. But this means I can do the Freya combo next turn, which is good.
Can you feel the gift of the sun?
Another Watcher. I think I've only seen them forge twice, so they probably don't have the Eulogizer I looked up earlier. Poisonous. After your hero attacks, gain 4 armor. Is that what it was? Okay, that's pretty strong, I will say.
Cards are gone.
Well, I need to dump these cards, because they're bad for copying.
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Refresh.
Virtue of the wild.
You go away. Oh, this is going to copy these. Well, that's kind of fine, I guess.
Sands of time run low.
It's not great, but the extra Eonar doesn't really do that much here. Hmm. I don't know. I'm not thrilled with the play I made here. Since I wasn't even copying Eonar, there wasn't really that much point in playing it. I could have copied Eonar in hand instead. Hard to say if that would have been better.
I will not be merciful.
Pretty sure I'm just playing a drum circle here, not worrying about the disciple. Maybe I should have copied an Innervate instead of a Disciple. Because Innervate does make a 3-3. Or it did make a 3-3. They do deal with... Oh. I was gonna say they deal with these minions reasonably well, but they still take 7 a pop. But they don't end up taking too much, actually. I have 15. I have 30, basically, because I can hero power and play Astalor. My opponent's at 35.
How
It's also just
curious.
possible that Astalor goes face enough to kill, although it's kind of unlikely. I like setting the opponent to, I believe, 5 health here. When I have a pretty sick board and Astalor in hand for another 15. They have... Wait, why did they only swing the weapon once last turn? Doesn't it have Wind Fury? No, it's poisonous. Why did I think it had Wind Fury? Well, anyway, it's hard for them to use the weapon here, because they take the damage after the hero attacks. Alright, well they should know I have an Astalor here. Oh wait, that does gain armor, but they're still dead. Nice. I didn't even come close to using all my value. And I think I definitely could have gone for more optimal value. God, it feels good to grind out the Blood Death Knight. Alright, I guess I need a game where the Eonar combo actually does more. Because it was kind of not that great that game, to be honest. Shaman. Shaman is supposed to be one of the elite classes. At least that was speculated. Embrace of Nature and Disciple of Eonar is kind of weird to have both of. But we'll see how it plays out. Forging does cost 2, so I can't do that here. Shaman only got 1 deck, right? They just got the nature spell spam. And I did see Jombre playing a Masked Reveler Shaman, which certainly my gold opponent could be playing. You're playing Totem Shaman. Wow. I don't mean to pour shame, but maybe try getting some new cards. Maybe they're playing the 0/3 Totem. Ancient Totem. 0 mana 0/3. Ramp into Disciple, and then we just aquatic form to hit Nourish. Easy game. Okay, Muck Pools. So it's not just Totem Shaman. So one cool thing about Muck Pools is they did introduce an 11 cost minion in this set. So if you evolve a 10 drop, you always get Chained Guardian, which is a really good thing to evolve into. But there's no Goldshire Knoll, so I don't really know if there's an easy way to evolve a 10. The new Giant does not work, because it has the cost of the card itself reduced. Oh, Gigantotem, I guess, is the way to do it. So it could still be Totem Shaman. Interesting. Dredge for Nourish. That's okay. We dredge again for Nourish. I mean, Drum Circle's good. Oh, I don't draw it though. That's an oopsie. Well, this can hit Nourish next turn. Although if I play it, it gets rid of my Disciple of Eonar buff.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Maybe I was supposed to Aquatic Form for the Innervate, and then just play Embrace of Nature, and if it hit Drum Circle, I was able to Innervate into it next turn. Okay, well sometimes we hit Freya. Do I still have my Disciple buff? I do, right? Or did I... Wait. Did I planted evidence into something? No, I got Moonfire.
Now how about... This'll be good. This'll be good.
Why did you stop glowing?
Time goes short.
Well, I don't really know what's happening, but I'm pretty sure I can play double Drum Circle into double Freya. Which double Freya very likely may not be that good. But I can play her. Also, Egwin is super, super good in Shaman, but probably not this build of Shaman. I guess maybe Freya copying a Nourish won't be too bad. More fish. Well, this was bad. And they actually got some pretty good minions. High main and the 2/6. We've got Freya, but she doesn't do shit here. I guess I draw 3. I think my opponent's 1 damage off lethal, but I don't really have a way to come back. Maybe I top deck, Drum Circle, and YOLO it with Solar Eclipse.
I can't win them all.
Okay, lost to 0 new cards Shaman. I think my opponent just had a really good opener, and then Primordial Wave is just an insane card in the matchup. Not too much evaluation to be done, I don't think.
Elise versus the Lich King.
Been seeing a lot of Death Knights. Isn't Death Knight supposed to suck? Why is everyone playing it?
Class is
Do I
in
keep
session.
Flower Child? Do I keep Embrace of Nature? I really want to find ramp. I think these are cards I would be happy to end up with, but not ones I want to voluntarily keep. These cards are way better. It's actually just a sick curve. Wild Growth on 3, and then I can Eclipse Seedling on 5. It's one of the reasons I like this Seedling card, because even though it seems super slow... Interesting. Even though it seems super slow, in the early turns you're like passing turns to play Wild Growth and stuff anyway. And then we have Disciple into Drum Circle, which is nice.
The fallen will serve.
Maybe they're playing a little bit of... Oh, well, that's just very sad for them. Maybe they're playing a little bit of Plague flavor in that deck. You can't play all the Plague cards, but you can play... the Weapon, Helia, and one of the other generators, and you can also play Chain Guardian. So a lot of good stuff from that package. Or maybe they're just playing the Primus. Casual, draw 4, gain 16. I don't think there's any way I'm ever discipling and solar eclipsing this drum circle. Not even sure that that would be desirable. Army of the Dead. I'm glad I have 16 armor. This might be a drum circle into a drum circle if I'm lucky. The Embrace of Nature hits the other drum circle 1/3 of the time, I do believe. Which is pretty good odds. And my opponent burned all their corpses, so I'm not getting grave strength here, so I'm not too worried. Cold Feet stops minions, right? Well, I am playing minions this turn. They're just not minions. Good luck, my friend. I say that like I'm super winning. I'm not really. That's extra annoying, because I kind of wanted to copy a few of these with Freya. And now it's going to copy the Death Rattle. But maybe I don't want to do that with Freya anyway, because Flower Child... Oh, it doesn't guarantee Eonar, but it gets Eonar very often. And, what am I saying? It gets Eonar very often, and then I could play her on 9 with Freya. Let's go ahead and see what this can hit for me. Another Disciple. I don't think Disciple's too exciting here. Probably just want an Eclipse. This does hit Nourish. So Nourish basically costs 3 mana here, so I'd have 4 left. So I would not be able to play Flower Child, which I really, really would like to.
time run low.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
We all exist in harmony.
I did get the Eonar discount. I'm still not sure that I'm doing that well against Marogar, but my opponent actually doesn't even have that many corpses. So Marogar should be pretty manageable, I would say. Well, I could play Eonar here, but I just really don't need to. Topior. And I guess I'll go Eclipse Planted Evidence. Make some frickin' 3/3s, you know? This costs 0, so it's literally just better pounce. Can't play any of these here. Don't need Wild Growth. Rhythm and Roots is too slow. We'll take a YOLO Convoke. Harmonic Mood is not a nature spell, apparently.
Aloof Neladar. Together now.
Arcane.
They need our care. Now
That's
more
not
than ever.
Marogar.
Dark path is my destiny.
I have 22. My opponent's at 23. Eonar never does lethal damage. Freya never does lethal damage. Well, let's see what Nourish can do for me, I guess. Embrace. Always hits Drum Circle. Got him. I mean, man, if this Druid deck has a bad matchup, it's gotta be freaking Unholy Death Knight, right? They did have some kind of sus cards, though. Grim Necromancer in the deck? Kind of sketch.
Elise versus Arthas.
What is Paladin? They got the Earthen Jade Idol things. Oh, it's probably just Mech Paladin, right? I probably win like 20% of the time against Mech Paladin. But maybe I'm underestimating my deck. I have a very good hand. I can Coin Disciple into Vate Nourish.
Armor, light
Yo, that's an armor vendor, so this must be an Earthen deck. Which I respect. These cards all suck. Maybe I can throw some
sands of time run low.
Treants into a Drum Circle at some point or something, I don't know. Not a nature spell, by the way.
Reporting for duty.
Actually, opponent. Actually, you're not supposed to hero power because the Silverhand Recruit is a paladin minion and you can resurrect it with Tears. I think. I don't really know for sure. Treasure card definitely seems like a tears kind of card, though.
Blossom all eternity. Reporting for duty.
Could try to hold the Innervate so I can play Eonar earlier, but doing anything that's not Innervate Nourish just seems downright silly, I'll say it.
Our gift
Okay,
to
was
the
gonna hero power a Silverhand Recruit, but this works too. I guess I'll kill that to protect my Astalor. Probably not worth. Is Disciple of Eonar holding a Frost Lotus? Wow. That's consistency in the lore. Sure. So this seedling is still not active. Let's go ahead and see what Aquatic Form does. Drum Circle's a great card. Solar Eclipse is pretty good with this seedling next turn. And I can always hit Drum Circle with Flower Child or Embrace. So I think it's a Solar Eclipse. I think I'm actually going to play this lesser seedling here as well.
Sands of time run low.
I'm just going to play this card. Alright, next turn is Blossom's Drum Circle. And force them to have an equality.
Reporting for duty.
Which, as AFK as my opponent is, they probably do have an equality. But if they don't, they're dead. So there's that.
You are a friend to the earthen.
That can't be your entire play this turn, friend. Oh no, what are you doing? I mean, I don't have lethal. Okay, well now I have lethal if that other drum circle is still on the bottom of my deck. Not sure if Paladin is the play. What are we looking at with this deck? I'm 4-2. I beat 3 Death Knights and that Paladin.
Goth versus Anduin. To all my fans, this one is for you.
What is this place?
Don't think I'm excited for any of these. Disciple's not exciting, but it is fine.
I see you.
Alright, Control Priest. This is who we're up against. Probably saving Aquatic Form for turn 5, so I can try to hit Nourish to go with my Disciple. I definitely think I'm happy to see Topior against this this priest deck. Well, I guess to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what this priest deck is. Could be automatons, maybe? Alright, so if this doesn't hit Nourish, I can just Disciple into Drum Circle. Which might be the play anyway. Although I think Nourish would probably be best. Eonar. Eonar is kind of a good draw. Because I'm playing Aquatic Form next turn, and that's one less card that's undrawable with Aquatic Form. I guess I just Widow Bloom Seedsman and then Drum Circle next turn. What if I take Innervate and then I Wild Growth, and next turn I can Vate, Eclipse, Drum Circle? I don't actually know how Eclipse Drum Circle works with a Disciple of Eonar buff. I think it's just Seedsman. I'm guessing it works in the way that is least beneficial for me.
That rope's burning again.
Not because I'm being cynical, I think that's how it works. The second one would not be doubled, and it's random. Oh, that sucks. That's a big-ass rat. I cannot Lunar Eclipse that, actually. So I guess it's just simply Drum Circle. I guess I smack into you just in case. Not totally sure what the just in case is. Shard of the Naru, I guess.
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Better have an answer. Oh, they really can't kill Eonar. interesting. How interesting. Maybe I'm just drawing with Eonar here. Refresh and restore don't really seem that good. So, let's hit him with the freaking... Do one of these. And that makes wild growth cost 0. And then we can forge you. And then we can cast you, I guess. And then innervate. And then we can draw. I'm gonna overdraw here probably. If I'd given myself more time, I could have simply dumped a planted evidence or something. But I'm a whole dumbass. I also maybe should have just played this drum circle here, but I don't think it would have been lethal, right? Well, it would have let me one-shot this. I don't know. Maybe I'm an idiot.
Fabrics fit for Her Majesty.
I will make room in my hand. Sweet.
That's a fine overdraw. Oh, this thing is still active. Well, that's great. These all suck, but Plot of Sin is value.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
I'm pretty low on value, but I can Freya an Astalor, which is pretty strong. What is Priest's Forge? Oh, it's Creation Protocol. Well, that's scary. I'm showing 12. I have not much way to get more damage. I guess we Rhythm and Roots. I don't know, these all suck. That's a choose one card. Wait, that's actually kind of nasty. Isn't that kind of nasty?
May this blossom for all eternity. That rope.
Arcane bolt.
Dump that 1 mana spell because I need hand space for Rhea. They probably summon the minion here, I guess. Although they might be weak enough that they... Yeah, they summon the minion. I don't really have a way to deal with that without giving them 15 health, I think. I think it's going to be pretty hard to close this game out.
gift of frost shields us.
I can also copy Solar Eclipse plus Plot of Sin, which is a real amount of threat. But there's just no way I'm beating multiple Aman'Thuls, right?
The flowers bloom as Denarius falls.
What even is... I know they can kill 2 of my minions. What's the third effect on this? Oh, they oh. Oh. Made some nice 5/5s.
We all exist in harmony.
Cleansed of evil.
Wouldn't really expect them to be able to use Topior. It's probably an after effect, right? So they can summon one off a Whirlpool, which is, cute, I guess. But I'm just dead here, right? 15, 19. I can play Astalor, but... yeah, there's just no way to win this game.
I'll miss you.
That matchup... well, I mean, it probably really isn't that bad. They just double dirty ratted me. Hit probably the 2 best targets in my deck. And I was off to kind of a slow start. The one big combo I got, they had the answer for. Or did they even have the answer for it? I don't know. They dealt with it eventually.
Goff versus
I
Valir.
heard Mech Rogue is actually good.
What is this place?
Is Disciple a mulligan keep? I don't think so. It's only good with Nourish. I guess I'll just take another aquatic form. Maybe I should have taken the Lunar Eclipse. I have like no game against mechs. It's a pretty good card. Doesn't really fit into the curve super well for Nourish though. A secret. guess next turn is Embrace plus Disciple, which is a really weird way to spend my mana, because they sort of compete with each other. Let's see if this can hit something fun. Another Embrace, maybe? I guess it's just Widowbloom Seedsman, right? So I don't have to play Disciple.
All it takes is love, care,
Oh, wow. I can just Nourish Disciple next turn and then play Drum Circle to follow that up. That seems pretty solid. Or maybe I just Topior. Topior definitely helps with killing that.
think,
But I feel like if I just set up for the Drum Circle, it's just so insane. Am I wrong? Am I overestimating the Drum Circle?
may this blossom.
I don't think I am.
T1T4N nearing completion.
Oh. They can magnetize that onto Voltron.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Actually, not that much reason to hold this. I guess Double Cross is more the reason than anything. So this is scary, but my opponent could just be dead here, because these can't attack. And their final effect is, what, draw a card? I'm pretty sure they can't attack this turn. Is that the one you wanted to return to my hand? Maybe. I guess it was the largest.
Time's ticking.
Okay, well, they're already dead on board. Let's go ahead and show them how dead they are. Cool Titans. Opponent was off to a pretty slow start that game, though.
Elise versus Anduin. Your life shall bring victory.
Class is in session.
Disciple into Nourish. Pretty good. I've played against Priest once, and it seemed pretty tough. But they also dirty ratted my Topior and my Eonar, so maybe that was why it seemed tough.
I see you've brought guests.
Choose quickly.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
Oh, the Innervate. The Innervate's good because I can coin Disciple into Innervate Nourish. But my opponent's got a Creation Protocol. I guess I coin Wild Growth, right? That's just the better way to do it. I think Disciple's better than Widowbloom Seedsman since I have the Nourish, right? I love Dirty Rat. It's just one of the best designed cards ever. Actually, a pretty good Astalor pickup. Next turn is maybe Seedsman, Innervate, Flower Child. Hopefully Flower Child hits Topior. Dirty Rat number 2! And of course it hits the 50-50. Yes, it's Dirty Rat number 3! Oh, that's so exciting. So exciting and fun and exciting and fun. Maybe I just hit Topior. No. More like Nopior, am I right?
We all exist in harmony.
Arcane bolt.
Well, Eonar without Freya is probably not even that good, so I guess it doesn't really matter if she gets sniped. That's fine.
The Titan's blade shall never die!
So this heals me, not important. Draws cards, not important. Refreshes, not important. This is not forged yet. Let's see if I can just hit a drum circle. Rip. Go ahead and guarantee the drum circle here.
The sands of time run low. Together now, Melodar.
An empty pew for you and your guest.
Wow, my opponent's actually playing a pile of garbage, but it's a pile of garbage that also plays Dirty Rat, so I'm still gonna lose. Death Rattle deal 1 damage to all enemies. Why did you even bother discovering this? What a bad weapon. Well, the only one of these that does anything for me is Denathrius, so whatever. I don't actually know if Solar Eclipsing this does anything. I guess I'll start with this. Oh, it actually doubles. Wow. I am surprised it works that way. I guess it would if it's off Embrace of Nature. I was thinking about it earlier with Disciple. It probably does not work with Disciple, right?
Choose quickly.
Alright. The Whirlpool. I guess we're refreshing with Eonar. Just for fun.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
They're just all so bad.
We all exist in harmony.
But this is a playable nature spell for Topior. Should be able to deal with that. Shoot you, shoot you. Make some more 3/3s. I got Topior down, but it doesn't really have time to make much. But maybe my opponent just doesn't have a board clear. That's a bummer. I do love getting dirty ratted 4 times in one game. It's just really, really fun. I love when my deck doesn't get to do anything.
How strange. Aloof Neladar.
So the legends are true.
Victory is yours.
Oh, God.
Lunara versus Anhilda.
Eternity draws nearer.
The forest fights back.
I think Seedsman is the better card if I don't specifically hit Nourish to go with Disciple.
I see you've brought guests.
Renathal Warrior.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us. Arcane bolt.
Very passive early game. Which probably benefits me since my deck is built around having more mana.
Relax. Let's warm you up.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna give me the Nourish.
Magus blossom.
Arcane bolt.
Eternity.
So they're not... What does this even do? It draws a spell, but it only discounts a fire spell. I don't know if I really need to play this, but whatever. Looks like I'm Topioring next turn. I'm not really sure what ETC does in that deck. Alright, well my opponent's had the greatest curve of all time. Eonar. Probably better off just going for Embrace and trying to hit a drum circle for next turn, I guess.
Now, how about...
There's the drum circle.
Our gift of frost.
Time goes short.
What story will you give my world?
Totally average normal draw. Although honestly, that thing being super buffed is not that big of a deal since it can't go face.
As Eonar wills!
Well, I'm showing a shitload of damage.
Let's give them a
Where's the brawl? Okay, well, my opponent had their perfect curve, basically, and they got absolutely destroyed, so I'm gonna say the Druid is favored in that matchup.
Elise
I heard Warlock is OP. Let's see if that's true.
Class is in session.
Looking like Seedsman on 4, and then we can double Frost Lotus on 6, I guess. Kind of a slow opener. I don't know if this is Big Warlock.
Aloof Neladar.
I did pick up a Solar Eclipse. Maybe I just go... Maybe I play one of the Seedlings next turn. And then I have Eclipse, Blossom to follow that up.
Aloof
Nah.
Neladar.
I want the maximum.
all it takes is no
This card sure is scary.
death.
Let's just see if we can hit a drum circle here.
No! What step?
Bummer. The drum circle probably won the game next turn, because I could play Solar Eclipse with it.
For all I've given, I'm due my reward.
Man, just a totally different game if this is a drum circle. Oh, Lunar Eclipse is... Is it good? I can shoot this and then, like, Topior Solar Eclipse. Maybe I can aquatic form into something that's actually good. Lunar Eclipse is good. Planted Evidence is maybe better, though. Wait, I'm being dumb. I can't play this. Oh yeah, I can play it instead of Solar Eclipse.
Sands of time run low.
Nature Spell is probably more valuable than anything else here. Okay, well, I'm winning on mana and I got Topior online, so I'm feeling pretty good, I would say. Well, this one's gotta be a drum circle, right? I mean, the answer is no, it doesn't gotta be a drum circle, but 2/3 of the time it is. I think I want this to die. Which I can probably make it die. Nine cards in hand.
Sands of time run low.
This is guaranteed one drum circle. Oh, I thought I had 10 cards in hand. I didn't have to play that Innervate. Well, whatever. This turn is still really good. I think it should be really tough for that deck to deal with back-to-back big drum circles. This guy should be able... Oh, I was thinking that was going to be a Solar Eclipse for some reason. A Solar Eclipsed drum circle. But this is still fine. They can't have Nether or Gigafin this turn. But they have so much greed with like all the undead stuff, and they probably play Sargeras. They've got Loken probably. I just don't think that's another deck. I was just gonna snap play this, but is it lethal? I don't have any other damage in hand, so I have to run 2 of these in here. Hero Power the Reborn. There's gonna be a Thaddeus. It's probably just not lethal. I mean, I guess either way I start by doing this. It's the same number of attacks. Oh. That's unlucky. I can push 18.
Curious. Sands of time run low.
We all exist. I use Neladar.
The only card I don't want to overdraw is Astalor, which is 1 and 3 to be overdrawn next turn. Kind of a bummer. But I have 2 more boards in hand. I've got the Eonar Freya thing, and I have another Drum Circle. So even without Astalor, I'm probably fine. Wow, I'm shocked they actually killed something there. Oh. Wait, that actually worked. This combo makes 5 minions. Can drop an Innervate to make it 7.
How curious.
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild. Nature. All flourish under my care.
Oh, this combo makes 6 minions, not 5. Alright, well that's fine.
I will use
Magic
Neladar.
of life.
Alright, pretty good board here. And then we Drum Circle.
A new planet to burn.
I was absolutely supposed to play Astalor first. But once again, I thought that Drum Circle was making 7 minions for some reason. I played Solar Eclipse with my Drum Circle 1 time, and now I'm just expecting everyone as a Solar Eclipse.
This is only the beginning.
We're not done with you yet.
My cards are low. How strange.
Alright, can I get through? I can only summon 2 rushers. So, bam bam, hero power, 4/4, this, 4/4, this.
How curious. Oh no, my trove of cards is gone.
Take a bunch of damage for this maneuver, obviously, but I need the 3/3. Wait, I was assuming that I could play Wild Growth and Astalor here, which I cannot.
Arcane bolt.
I think it's really important to have Astalor. Did the 6/6s from this get taunt? They do. It's gonna be a tough one to close out.
Bow before the onslaught of the Legion! Almost out of time.
Astalor is just never gonna be good enough here.
Our gift of fire empowers us.
Victory is yours.
Hmm. Am I just unfavored in that matchup? I probably have to save my solar eclipses. Or just not get hit with a fucking insane defile. I'm pretty sure they got really lucky on that defile turn. But I'm not totally sure.
Lunara versus Jaina.
My sorcery
I heard
prevails.
early on that Mage was good, but I haven't heard much about it recently. Ramp ramp. And I think I keep the seedling with a hand like this. I can coin Wild Growth here, but it doesn't do anything. So I'll save the coin.
Bask in my radiance!
Burn away the blight.
No world where I can embrace Solar Eclipse and Drum Circle next turn. Sure. Kind of getting smacked around here, to be honest.
All it takes is love, care, and death.
I guess it's going to be Counterspell. Since I ramped, I can let that get counterspelled. I believe Embrace is guaranteed to hit Drum Circle here. Alright, so I've got Solar Eclipse Drum Circle next turn. As long as they don't have another counterspell, that should be very good. What a star power. Not really sure what I'm looking for off this, but I'll play it. I guess Lunar Eclipse is fine here. Die. How do you feel about this, Mage? I probably just Eclipse Drum Circle again, if this is what the board looks like. Another Eclipse. Sure.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
I actually don't really have a great way to deal 1 to this. Tanking 10 damage seems kind of bad. I guess I can draw into Astalor, Lunar Eclipse. Seaweed Strike. Yeah, we'll just go Seaweed Strike on it.
We all exist in harmony.
Alright, well I've got the Eonar Freya combo if somehow I need it. They could have like a Miracle Prison of Yogg-Saron maybe.
We have plotted long enough. Now we rise.
Don't think I want to play... Wait, where did this come from? It's just off Infinitize. Well, maybe it's Counterspell. Maybe it's Ice Barrier. Maybe it's Vengeful Visage. Alright, well, knowing it's Vengeful Visage, I can just play Topior here, which is great. That goes face. Sure. I love playing against Solid Alibi.
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
You win this.
Cool.
Goth versus the Lich King.
Will serve
What sort of Death Knight are we up against?
death. What is this place?
I'm actually just going to keep Embrace so I can forge it on the Nourish turn. I think that's fine. Actually, I guess I'm just forging this on turn 2, which is fine.
The citadel stands strong.
I ramp up to 5, I ramp up to 8.
From the smallest sea.
I might just, if this hits a Drum Circle, I can just do that on the Nourish turn. On the turn after the Nourish with a Solar Eclipse, and that'll be pretty sick.
The better.
Alright, got myself another Nourish. Not the dream, but not too bad.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Seven in hand, easy Nourish.
Ladies blossom.
Let's go Disciple here. I know Solar Eclipse Drum Circle works when the Eclipse, or when the Drum Circle has been hit by Embrace. I'm not sure how it works with Disciple. I'm gonna guess probably doesn't double-double, but it might double-double, who knows. Okay, it is a Plague deck. Took a while to reveal itself. Good turn for the Frost Plague, actually. It does double. Good to know. I'm seeing not very many taunts over there. So I'm just gonna do this. Is that okay? Alright. Good game. Wow, they really got 4 1-drops off Scourge.
Goff versus Darien Mograine.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter. What is this place?
Growth on 3, and then we can Seedling to follow that up. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna Nourish to follow that up. Alright, looking kind of aggressive.
Reach for the skies! Reach for the skies!
From the smallest seed.
Double Drum Circle. That means I'm not going to be able to hit either of them with Embrace. But they can still be Discipled. Might just be playing 7 mana for 5 2/2s next turn.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Shield yourselves, soldiers!
Looks like I just kind of got my ass beat this game. Oh wait, I have this disgustingly good combo. Where I gain 16 armor. Nightshade Bud, try to hit Eonar next turn. 50%. Okay. If I hit Eonar, I probably still win this game. Let's see if this is anything fun first. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it's anything fun. I whiffed.
I'll miss you.
Darn. It was literally just a 50% to win the game there.
Elise versus Gul'dan.
Know the true essence of fear.
Class is in
I had a
session.
pretty sad game against a Warlock earlier. They hit a nasty, nasty Defile. Hopefully they won't be able to hit it this time, but wow, my hand is terrible. Pretty gross. I guess I'll take some armor.
These books are ruined.
Out the road.
Aloof Neladar.
This matchup is just straight up not winnable with a hand like this.
These books are ruined.
Why do you call?
I'm just getting my ass beat. I needed more ramp than this, and I needed Eonar.
We all exist in harmony. Stop yelling!
Alright, cool.
Elise versus Uther.
My last Paladin opponent was playing something wacky.
Class is in session.
Is this person also wacky?
Want to hear my playlist?
Alright, we got a Mech Paladin. I actually have a very good hand, though. Kill something and ramp and kill something. Draw my big stuff, kill the opponent. Easy. Okay, the one thing I can't kill with Lunar Eclipse. I mean, definitely not the one thing, but, a thing I can't kill with Lunar Eclipse. But I can combo Eclipse with Astalor to kill it next turn. Well, we can't just let a Wind Fury minion be in play, can we? The Eonar was an incredible draw, by the way. And then this Flower Child is 50% to hit Freya. And that might just end the game on turn 10. My turn 10. My opponent's turn, like, 7 or whatever.
Get up, hold up.
That was really sick. Really sick, cool play.
We all exist in harmony.
Alright, we found Freya.
Arcane bolt.
So next turn is Giant Drum Circle, and if they somehow deal with it, then we just win the game on turn 10. Feeling pretty confident about beating this Mech Paladin.
Access denied.
Didn't want to magnetize that. I don't think you're allowed to be hero powering on turn 5 with Mech Paladin, are you? Pretty sure there's a rule against that. Aw, this game is over before Eonar. Mm-hmm. You are looking at 42 damage, but spending 2 mana to draw cards might help.
I must move quickly.
Mm-hmm. Get treed. I'm 9 and 7 with this deck. That's worse than I thought I would be.
Lunara versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
The forest fights back.
I kind of like Seedling if I have ramp, but without it, I don't think it's worth it. Alright, Disciple into Nourish. Well, very slow opener for me. But Disciple into Nourish into Topior is quite good. No black rock and roll, please. I do think Disciple's better than Wild Growth here. Although I could have Lunar Eclipse with Wild Growth.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
Okay, that's a big minion. Could go Flower Child here, and then next turn could be like Nourish Wild Growth. It's probably better to just, I don't know, the Nourish kind of doesn't really, like the extra mana from it kind of doesn't really do anything this turn.
Now how about...
But let's just ramp up the Topior.
This will be good.
Could punch this and then try to play a nature spell with Topior next turn to kill it, but that seems kind of risky. So many rifts. I guess I'm just playing this. Maybe I should have tried aquatic forming for a planted evidence here. But I don't know, I think it's better to hold off and figure out what I really want to do.
Our gift of the arcane enlightens us.
Rhea. Sure. Only one of these actually draws. Which is fine, because I needed to dump a card. So, one of these gets comboed with Solar Eclipse for a massive board. Kinda weak here. Just doesn't really line up super well. Probably getting brawled here. Looking forward to the 5/5 rush minion living. Alright, we got the average outcome. Sure. Definitely want to find my other disciple to go with this drum circle. Let's see what this planted evidence does. Another drum circle. Sure, these other cards are terrible. Let's go ahead and draw the Eonar. And then I guess we will draw like this.
Love, care, and death.
Probably just an Eonar for Rhea next turn.
Our gift of frost shields us.
All it takes
I guess I'm
is
just drawing
love,
cards.
care, and death.
I guess I can play this Sunwell. Definitely looking like I might run out of value. Maybe you want to cast another Brawl here? No?
Do you have this in a bigger size?
I can double Drum Circle here, which is 24 damage. I think this is extremely close to being lethal. All right. Even if they hero power, I can draw Astalor for lethal. Although, I know Astalor's on bottom, actually. Hey look, another Brawl. But that's 2 Brawls down, so my Eonar combo should be good. And they actually need to deal with this Whelp. Okay. There's no way I can, like, draw Astalor, copy it, and play 2 Astalors this turn, right?
I bestow these gifts upon the world. The virtue of the wild. Nature, all flourish under my care.
Time grows short.
I mean, I guess I'm restoring my health. Brawl number 3. Beautiful. I'd really like to do that combo against an aggro deck. And just Reno them and blow them out of the game, but I'm not playing against enough aggro, really, and when I do, I'm not drawing ramp.
Lunara versus Valera.
I did already crush one Mech Rogue, but I'm down to do it again.
The forest fights back.
I don't think Summer Flower Child's a keep. I need more ramp than just a Seedsman, assuming it's Mech Rogue. Maybe next turn is Vate Seedsman. It is Mech Rogue. Okay, can Wild Growth next turn. And then maybe this Embrace of Nature just hits a drum circle, and I win the game on turn 5.
And vault over there.
I'm about to pop off here. But I think if Embrace does hit Drum Circle, I think we're fine. Oh, they didn't magnetize here? Well, that's very scary. I don't think this guy gets buffed by Magnetic, does he? I don't think so. Nourish. If I Solar Eclipse Nourish, I draw 6. I gain 4 mana, which means this costs 3 mana, so I have 5 mana. I think I'm in a bad spot here. Oh, that does get... Wait, did that get buffed? I don't even know. No, that didn't get buffed. It just got double buffed here.
What is
Might use the Solar Eclipse on this Seedling. Okay. Disciple Innervate Drum Circle next turn. This game is so winnable. No more Spark Bots, please. I don't... Oh, they got Wind Fury? Come on. Just... any other Spark Bot and I was fine. I was probably gonna win that game. Sucks. Sucks.
Elise versus Rexar.
I will not be moved.
Class is in session.
Love a Wild Growth. I haven't seen this Hunter Demon that everyone was talking about pre-release. Spread the Word's not particularly good in my deck. None of these are particularly good in my deck. I guess 4 mana draw 2 is probably better than 6 mana draw 3, right? Maybe, I mean, this can be discounted by like Topior and Drum Circle. And if I'm going to be spending that much mana drawing cards, maybe I'm willing to spend the 6 instead of the 4.
one eating party snacks. Aloof Neladar.
Well, I do have Eonar Freya. I just need to actually draw some ramp, you know? Well, I've got Flower Child next turn instead of Disciple. And then I guess I can just follow up with Topior. And then, hey, Topior can discount Life from Death, maybe. Definitely need some help, though. Oh, Nourish. Nourish, nourish, nourish. I think I just have to play it here.
Aloof Neladar.
I'm getting my ass beat by my opponent's extremely tame opener. I guess the dream is like Widowbloom Seedsman into Frost Lotus Seedling next turn. And then I can just Eonar. Opponent's showing 11. They have another banana in hand, don't they? No, they played the last one. Are you waking up? You are. So they're showing 14. Not really sure how I can win from this position. I need to hit Nourish into Lunar Eclipse, I guess. Step 1. Hey, we're in this game. Somehow.
Sands of time run low.
I don't really care about any of these, to be honest. It's definitely still possible for me to be dead here, but I think it's kind of unlikely.
I love a little fiddle.
Oh man, I think we stabilized. Take one of these guys just for fun.
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Alright, give me some mana crystals. Copy my board. We're gonna be rich.
Aloof
I guess
Neladar.
technically... Oh, that actually didn't matter. Because I was taking armor damage, not health damage. Alright. Surely we've stabilized here. Seemed like a really good spread. So this one fills my hand, right? They did kill the other infinite healing one, which, you know, probably a reasonable thing for them to do.
So many contradictions.
May this blossom all eternity.
Oh, this is going to take the buff. I probably don't want that. I guess I'll just draw 4 cards here. Seems pretty good. Oh, found a solar eclipse to go with my drum circle.
Sands of time run low.
I guess I'll play this and then just dump aquatic form. But a solar eclipse is probably pretty good to draw. Another star power. Neither of these drum circles are permanently buffed, right? So it doesn't really matter which one I play. Oh, I have 1 mana draw 3. Sure, why not? Oh, nice. God, that game was so sketchy. Cool. I mean, that's basically the game I was fishing for the entire time. Just finally got it. It's an okay mage portrait, but I have like 7 okay mage portraits. Amanthul, good card. I got shit on by that card multiple times playing this deck. I don't need to reroll a rare. Alright, let's see what's in the pack. Alright, well, thanks for watching.